What is happening in Neje Gaming Dude here, and I'm going to be doing like sort of a quick thoughts, quick sort of review of Uramichi Oniisan because I think it's been a while since I've watched something a little bit different from One Piece, because I've been watching One Piece for like the past year and a half, and yay, finally I'm now caught up 1,053 episodes in, but you know, it is what it is. It's a long ass show and it takes time to watch, so I figured, you know what, let's watch something a little bit different. So we have Uramichi Oniisan, which is an anime that was released in 2021, or at least it aired during that time. And it is sort of comedy, gag humor. It falls into that category. And people who are going to appreciate the show the most are those that have had to work thankless jobs that they've kind of hated, because it falls more in the humor of it's true, it's funny because it's true. That's usually where the sort of thing falls in. And so if that's the kind of thing that you find really funny, and you've worked a job that you really hate, but you know you can't leave because getting another job is really, really hard, as everyone can understand. These are the sorts of things that this show kind of tackles on. It sort of looks, cutesy and cuddly and, that sort of thing. Just from like, the sort of the promotional material that you can see on the screen at the moment. But to be completely honest, it actually does kind of get surprisingly dark in a realistic standpoint of like, I know I can't leave this job and I hate it, but I'm still going to do whatever I can to do it. But at the same time, sometimes your actual personality starts to stick out. So in this case, Uramichi is a sort of a children's show presenter person thing. So he is presenting in a children's show, and in between takes, the kids are sort of like playing around that appear in the show, but he then kind of looks at the kids and he's like, wow, I would love to be a kid again, because then I wouldn't have to do this crappy job that I'm stuck with all these, crappy, other staff members that have their own problems that they then shoulder the burden on me or something like that. And then the boss type person asked me to do something else that I'm like not too keen on, because like I broke my back and now he wants me to do backflips all of a sudden, that sort of thing. So it kind of falls on that particular type of humor, and it kind of hits in a very different way, especially if you can kind of relate to the stuff. It hits even harder as well. So it definitely hit me that way, and I definitely appreciated it. The voice actors do an incredible job, sort of showing, who their characters are. Yeah, there isn't really much else to say. It's just a great show. I had a lot of fun watching it. I wouldn't say that it is the best comedy, but it's certainly up there in ways that I never anticipated it to be. It's 13 episodes long. The opening is fairly like very sort of happy and happy-go-lucky-ish sort of type of thing that you would expect to see at the beginning of a kid's show. But the ending theme, which I can't remember exactly what it's called. Let me have a quick look, because I know it's actually on here somewhere. Pretty much the ending theme is far better than it had any reason to be. It's actually a very, very good ending theme. Which is like, and it kind of shows like, when you look at the opening and the closing themes, you actually see the duality of like what Uramichi is like, where he has to be incredibly happy and bubbly, but is realistically pretty negative and kind of doesn't really look forward to things because work just happens to be the way that it is. Where's the closing? It was somewhere around here. But yeah, no, I definitely highly recommend it. It's a great show. And on Mal, I'm going to be giving it an 8 out of 10. But because I forgot my password and didn't manage to log in, I'm just using the app to pop that in at the moment. But yeah. Actually it's up here. Crap. Episodes, videos, stats, reviews, recommendations, news, forums, pictures. Normally they have it on here, like the actual name of the related anime, characters, voice actors, staff. Here we go, Dream On. This is an excellent ending theme. it hits so much harder than it has any reason to. It's an excellent show. I have no qualms or commotions about it. And as I see the first review here by KenLen09, hi domo minasan. Yeah, it's just like I hear that in my ears just from like just watching it. Yeah, great show, highly recommended if you kind of fall in the sort of weirdly specific demographic that I've described. So being older but having worked jobs that you hate, and also I don't think I've ever skipped the ending theme, so definitely worth looking out at or considering listening to if you ever want to like, you know, have a good song to listen to, something different. So, you know, something to consider. Those were my thoughts. Gave it an 8 out of 10 on Mel. You know, that's really about it. See ya.